Hello and welcome to Plus Events. My name is Afelua Oshinkeye, and on this week's episode, you're guaranteed to be wowed. Do you know that the funk pop duo Milli Vanilli? Boney Manilli is a stage play about them. Watch.
A fan of stage plays? Then we've got you covered, as we were at Terra Kulture Lagos for Boney Manilli, a performance, exhibition and film inspired by pop stars and mystical icons from the 90s whose rise and fall have become synonymous with infamy. Developed during Arceneaux's long-term artist residency at the 4 theaters in Los Angeles, the unlikely protagonist is loosely based on Rob Pilatus, one half of the 1990s pop duo Milli Vanilli, who at the peak of their fame were outed for lip-syncing their music. Pilatus and his partner, Fab Morvan, were stripped of their awards and had numerous lawsuits filed against them, while fans burned their albums in the street. Unable to overcome the shame and infamy, Pilatus eventually died from a drug overdose in a German hotel room in 1998. While Milli Vanilli are remembered as objects of ridicule, their long hair, braids and brown bodies are singular embodiments of fraud in a corrupt industry. The project refutes the cliché of the found-dead artist as we cheer Rob Pilatus on his search for redemption.
Boney Manilli, what inspired you to create this play?
Well, you know, when I learned that that Boney Manilli was created by the same guy who created Boney M, and then learning that not only was Milli Vanilli lip syncing, but that also Boney M was lip syncing too, that I was really shocked to make that connection, and thought, you know, that maybe there's something behind the story of this guy who is a white German man who's using these like brown bodies to perform his music, and why doesn't anybody know who this person is and what's his story? So I wanted to try to talk about that with this play.
How difficult was it for you in terms of production?
Well, it's a little bit difficult because actually I was in Los Angeles when we started to start the production, but then I had to move to Vienna. So Edgar and I have been working remotely for almost a year now. So there has been some challenges, but we're here and we're presenting the play, so it's okay.
I'm looking forward to having a beautiful show, good outing. I'm hoping that it's going to be really poetic and that I'm going to enjoy a lot of the expressions that I'll see. I'm hopefully learn one or two things.
I think it's going to be an amazing show. They've obviously gone into a lot of trouble. They've had a lot of things happen, a lot of preparations, and I'm just looking forward to a great show.
Milli Vanilli was one of the big, huge pop sensations of the 90s. Two great-looking guys, but they seemed a little bit fake.
Well, I know about the group, yes, and Boney M as well. I know both groups. So I'm quite intrigued to see what the connection is going to be in the play.
I don't know much, but I'm hoping it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be entertaining, educating, inspiring, but I think mainly entertaining.
The man who sent Jesus Christ to the cross is my grandfather.
The one and only, the most famous sinner in the world.
I am descended from a God killer.
No, you are a God killer.
But I'm adopted.
What does it matter? Look, words transform the world like that. It's magical like that. You have the name written on the contract, and we both know that there is nothing more binding than that. Listen, your grandpa, he did Jesus a solid. When his body was gone, his image was set free to color the world. You can do the same thing. If Mama will love you again.
Is that what I'm trying to do? Set my image free?
Yeah.
Then I must set my real voice free too.
Yeah.
Gain forgiveness, gain acceptance.
I really expect to see a consequence of certain things, decisions that people make in their lives, and lessons for all of us.
I think that this will give a real insight to people as to what the insides of the industry are like, you know, that you can and in Milli Vanilli's case, again, the guys were talented, but to take a duo that almost had nothing to do with each other and create something out of nothing could show what craft can do, but also the need for skill and talent.
We are on our way up the mountain. Not as fast we can, but we're showing our groove. I can see the top like a mountain, but it doesn't mean a thing if I'll be without you. Mama, you got to go, you got to go. Mama, you got to go, you got to go. Mama, you got to.
Okay, I'm happy now. Oh, let's take it to the next scene.
Would you call these groups fraudsters? Do you think they were fraudulent in their actions and they deserve the backlash they got?
I don't know, it's tough, Now, if you do what they did then, now it's not such a big deal, But then I guess people felt they were not being honest and not true to their craft. So I guess I can't really judge, because in today's world, a lot of people fake the funk, isn't it? Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it, basically.
I can see the top, I can mount it, but it doesn't mean a thing if I be without you. Mama, you've got to go, you've got to go. Mama, you've got to go, you've got to go. Mama, you've got to go, you've got to go. Mama, you've got to go, you've got to go.
What I am really glad to see is I really want to thank Terra Kulture for supporting this. I want to thank the public affairs section for putting something like this together. And it really is an international collaboration between Nigerians and Americans doing something. And it's got a lot of serious themes in it. It talks about religion. It talks about faith healing. It talks about fame. It talks about death, and it's a piece of art. So I don't think there's any simple way to wind it up into a ball and explain it. But I think it's about art. It'll make you think.
I think the most important lesson in this stage play for me personally is understanding Frank Farian and how, Black people have historically been exploited for their talents and their music. Yeah.
We all have dreams, and we all try to achieve those dreams and make our dreams goals, but don't get lost in your dream to lose yourself, to put people in a higher position that they don't need to be, because the one who is high enough is God, for me especially. So just live your life, live it well, but don't get lost.
Yeah, to go off of that, I would say definitely how fame can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you go through it, and like she said, Farian exploited them, but they also chose to be exploited, I think you just have to trust yourself, know who you are, trust your talents and your gifts, and don't say yes to everyone.
I think it's an honor, and I thank God for it. I don't think I'm really deserving of that kind of privilege, and honestly, I feel very happy about it, because of all the hundreds, or shall I say thousands, of Nigerian actors around there, thespians and film actors, I got this opportunity to do this, so I am very happy about it. The first time I heard the story that Milli Vanilli was lip syncing, I didn't really know the true story behind it, so I kind of took sides. I took the wrong side, yeah, I would say. But when I was asked to come and play this role, then I had to look at the story again, and I found out the truth behind it. So this is my own contribution to the guys.
Would you say it's fair enough to put the blame on them?
I don't know about what's fair. What I know is I know it was massive then. I remember they took the Grammy from them. Yeah, I remember how big it was. What I know the play has done is it's forced me I want to go read up, read up more and okay, what really what exactly happened, because right now I'm like, oh, okay, this thing is deeper than
you thought. Yeah.
Glory, glory, hallelujah, since I laid my burden down. Glory, glory, hallelujah, since I laid my burden down.
Hallelujah, somebody.